Mindminx, and I just want to get some homework out of the way so we don't forget. We are sponsored by Jason Fitness, located in Fairfield, New Jersey, and we're brought to you by Uniquely Coordinated. Now, we are in the Mindminx Show's new home. We are here at Bravery Studios, so we got Steve in the control room behind us, and I have my first podcaster friends with me tonight. Literally, I did podcasting for like 2 years before I came here, and you guys are the first podcasting friends I ever had. Like, I didn't even know any other yeah. So I want to give a huge shout out and introduction to, we have, we got Mina Mendoza, the Queen of Spice. We got Ugo Boy of the Ugo Boy podcast.
All the Yahtzees. All of them.
Savage.
You don't do drops on the show?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Smart.
it's coming.
New.
It's coming.
We have Ash Lazoo of Exposed with Ash. We have got Chris Abalo, my Howard of Cape Podcast. And of course, I'm your favorite Minx. So let's get started. I want to talk to you guys about how this all happened. So literally just over a year ago, I got to meet all of you guys. I came from Marv's, who is the owner of Bravery, birthday party. And this is where I met all you guys a year ago, a year and change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally.
It's our friend anniversary.
It's our friend anniversary. I love it.
Oh, that's a thing?
100%.
100% a thing. And so we kind of like meshed, and I feel like the best way that I describe us, I always say that we're like the Breakfast Club. On paper, we don't make sense. On paper, we don't make sense. But we worked well together. I mean, socially, as far as our podcasts were concerned, we're super supportive. We've all worked together in one way or another.
Yeah, totally,
I get to be Howard's Robin every once in a while on his show.
They're going to really think my name's Howard, too. That's the funny part.
Well,
Everyone's going to be like,
do
it's Howard.
you call him Howard?
It's really Brendan.
It's Brendan, yeah.
Ash and I have a collaboration now as part of Bravery called Bravely Fit, which is awesome. Ugo and I have yet to work together.
We haven't, and we will very soon. You have my word.
Okay.
And me and Mina haven't either. You know, which is long overdue. You guys, it will. You guys have been in my house. And
Yeah. We spent Christmas with you.
I took leftovers.
Yes. I did too, and I live there. But no, we will. 100%.
And Mina and I got to do a show up in Connecticut.
Yes.
You did an amazing job, by the way.
That was exciting. Thank you. That was so much fun.
So she was just supposed to do micro interviews, and you ended up being a judge of the entire event too. You held
Really?
that table down. Thank goodness, because those other people were just like, "What do we say?
Yo,
what do we
facts.
do now?"
Yo, I didn't
For
know
real?
them like that, and they just gave me the mic. I was just like, it's
Weird, right?
Sup?
Getting thrown
Sup?
For real.
being put in a situation where you're at a public event, but you're part of a bunch of other people who aren't performers.
Yeah.
Right.
So then it's kind of on you. You're like, well, I'm not looking to have the spotlight on me, but somebody's got to entertain this crowd because now you're giving me your attention. It's weird, right? I mean, it's fine for us because we're used to hosting in different capacities. But to kind of be put in that situation, it's just like, all right, it's my show now because you all don't know how to work a crowd. You know?
100%.
And she definitely took control, took the lead, and you had that. And even the interviews. And I remember I got to be interviewed by you too. And that was fun. So I really appreciate having a good team with me that night. So thank you.
That's actually one of my favorite pictures where she's holding the mic and and it's just the woman empowerment there alone. Like you're looking at her with so much love, and like it's a beautiful pic. That's one of my favorite pictures of you guys.
Straight Charlie's Angels.
Girl
Straight Charlie's Angels.
Oh, we should do a Charlie's Angels.
Oh, stop. There's a whole camera. I did picture this. Damn. You go. I'm like, switch places. No.
No.
Because that's my fault.
At least you two have your own camera.
You look good.
Some of
You look
us.
good. I like that we're matching. We're all matching.
100%.
Everybody understood the assignment.
100%.
Yeah,
It's
copy
brought to you by
Chris.
Nike.
That was the assignment. Copy Chris. Wear
Just
black
do it.
shirt.
Yo,
Maybe a
the
leather
fact
jacket.
that you and Sally got
leather.
my mixed leather coat
None of that.
and leather shoes.
None of that on that side surprises me. None of that.
No, this is
None
our
of
like,
And
that.
Ash is like blending in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash is like that.
That's the segue.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ash is like
Yes.
Ash is our fashion child because she's got the black shirt and the jeans, but she got sneakers.
Yeah.
As the child.
She's the introduction into the streetwear. As you slow pan on this side.
That's perfect.
Listen, we gotta be comfortable. We gotta be comfortable.
That's hysterical.
100%.
The show is sponsored by Minx Streetwear.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh,
Coming
that's
fall 2024.
That's the thing. We're
Facts.
going to make that happen. So I wanted to talk to you guys about your experience with me.
Okay.
What? Yeah. You know,
We're here to celebrate
this is
me.
all about.
This is about me.
Yeah, this is about me.
It's about me.
Well, but
My
it's
name's
gonna
in
be
the title.
One and only, yeah, but it's the one and only. And I try to do this whenever I start a show like this because I like to hear your guys, and don't sugarcoat it. I mean, you're not allowed to tease me, but that's different.
Well,
than
that's sugar. Yeah, that's kind of sugarcoating. You can only say nice things about me.
Yeah, no. You don't.
You can say
have
whatever
to-
you want as long as it's nice.
Save for the Patreon.
Yeah, right.
100%.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna start though because I have a story for Mina. Ugo, it's coming.
Yeah,
It's an impending
100%.
story.
100%.
Ash and I have a friendship that began in the gym. I remember the first time that we spoke, I was like, "Can we go work out together?"
Yeah.
And we literally went. I think you were one of the first people I told too that I was separated from my ex-husband. So
Yeah,
that was
I remember the phone call.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember walking on the treadmill, and we were at like a 6.5 incline because she.
I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
We can do this. Put the incline up higher. And I'm like,
You want to work out with me?
jamming it.
We're
I'm
walking uphill for an hour.
like incline like this.
And I felt so bad because she's sweating. I'm like, at a brisk pace, like, nothing?
It's like I warm up on this.
Yeah, right?
It's really hard for me to sweat. though,
Sally's
so
holding
that's
onto the
like-
rail, like stopping, trying to keep up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Like,
That's
I'm
making
not
fun.
supposed to, no, but I'm like, no, you're not wrong because I know you're not supposed to hold on. You're not supposed to do that. That's not, but.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna die,
Yeah.
if you don't hold
Yeah,
on.
it's a matter of life and death. It's different.
worth it.
It's
And it
different.
was only like at 2.5 speed. It wasn't even like people walk
This sounds
faster.
wild.
This sounds, yeah, it
Like
sounds,
if I
know.
worked at the gym, I'd be like, yo, what is she
It's,
doing?
because
this
honestly,
sounds crazy.
What's happening?
it started out, the setup was kind of like one of those Cinemax movies from back in the day, where it's just like, yeah, can we work out together? Yeah, I'm breaking up with my husband. Yeah, let's go to the gym together. And we were really close, and then I almost died on the treadmill. Like, that's where it falls apart. But before that, it was
the first time she tried to kill me.
Exactly.
but it was a 90s Cinemax movie. Like, the setup was all there, and then it just, and then it got
You're
serious.
probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes,
this is
that's
me.
exactly
You're
what-
probably wondering how I got here. Well, let's start from the beginning.
Oh, gosh. And then I come in.
100%. 100%.
But you're the first person who introduced me to a squat.
No way.
Yeah. I
Really?
always wanted to, and I had never. Well, first of all, everybody knows that I was too embarrassed to go into the gym when I was heavier. So even when I did finally get the balls to get into the gym, I'm like, no, I can't go on those machines. Those are like for people who actually work out, not for like.
Not for
But
beginners.
yeah, you're the first person that introduced me to a squat.
Wow.
I wish I
Nice.
would have known that at the time.
No, because then you would have felt the pressure.
Yeah.
No, I would have
I
been
think
more
so.
gentler.
Why? No, you
No,
know.
just
Throw her in the
more
deep end,
like-
see if she can swim.
No,
It's
because
fine.
I was like
100%,
throwing weights
100%.
on it. Like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just throwing like 25s on. I'm like, this is the Smith machine. We're
Yeah.
just gonna do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was funny because I remember, so luckily, obviously, I go live 9 times out of 10. So we went live. And so I have that video. So I did do a comparison of before and after my first squat and like me squatting now. And it's like, wow, that is like night and day. And it was only a year.
Yeah.
That was only
It's a lot.
A lot can happen.
But
in a
yeah,
year.
it's consistency over time.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really, really
Oh,
means
yeah.
a lot.
sure.
You don't realize it until you look back and compare. But yeah.
That's why I'm
'cause
glad I record everything because I get to do those comparisons
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
and see what,
Track your progress.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's important.
Yeah.
If
You
not
know?
videos, at least pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, measuring your waist and just writing it down so that you can see how your body changes.
I love it.
Yeah.
So then brings me to Chris. And now, mind you, we had to reschedule today a few times.
Oh, yeah. The group chat was on
because-
fire.
Yeah, the group
On fire.
because I wanted to make sure that all of you guys were here.
Yeah.
And so, especially Chris, because Chris was going to miss the first scheduled date. And I'm like, but this is an important part of the conversation. So obviously the Mindminx Show was part of Mix Vibes Radio, and we still are very close friends. The owner of Mix Vibes Radio, he gave full blessings and was like, dude, you do what you got to do. And who's fully supportive, even though it took me like a good 6 months to have the balls to have the conversation with him.
Oh, only 6 months.
Only 6 months,
Give or take.
Yeah, 9 months.
That's why it takes forever to break up with people. Yeah, you know. But I remember one of the first podcaster nights that we went to, we finished the night off at the pool hall.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were having a conversation. I think Ugo and Ash were shooting because they were playing teams. And you said to me, I know you're loyal, but you need to be at Bravery.
Yeah. Basically, because I knew you were being less consistent with your show than you wanted to be. And part of it was because of, as we've all figured out over the last, now 4 years, like the Zoom fatigue is real. So doing the show virtually is like, there's something lost. And having done a bunch of shows in person here at the studio, it's, at the risk of sounding hippie-like Ash, the vibe is different.
Yeah.
When you're in a room with people and you're able to bounce off each other's energy, like that is different than doing virtual. You can still do great virtual shows. And I've done many shows that I love that were done completely virtually. But nothing's better than being in a room with people. And I know that was part of it for you, and also working around, the schedule for the studio and all these other hurdles. And there are, like when you're doing your own show, when you're running your own independent production, like there are a lot of variables, and you have to spin a lot of records at the same time. So I knew you were enjoying your time here, and that obviously you'd connected with the Bravery community, as we all had. And I just remember at a point thinking, like, I don't know if she's going to do it. I think she needs a little bit of a push, not in an aggressive way, but just be like, so I remember talking to her, I was like, listen, you need to start doing your show at Bravery. I respect your loyalty. I'm like, I really do appreciate that you have loyalty to this guy because you've been doing the show with him forever. But at this point, now you're at the mercy of his schedule.
Right.
You're only going to be able to do it
for locations. Yeah. There were so many things. Like we didn't have a physical studio.
Right. And as long as he was going to be doing it too, because his roster was kind of dwindling, just at point of, that's one of the things you mentioned. It's like you were kind of one of the last people who's working with. And I said, well, if he stops doing it, then you need to start over anyway. Yeah. Don't do that. Now, it's not personal.
No.
So
it was a hard conversation.
Well, totally. But at the same time, like as a professional in his own right, like he should understand that. Like, listen, I need to keep doing this. And he did. Yeah. For what you said. Like he got why.
He was super supportive, and I was nervous. I'm not going to, how many times I have to have that conversation? I have to have that conversation, but I was scared too. I'm not good at the
No, I get it. And I knew that was that was probably the biggest hurdle for you. It wasn't so much coming here was going to be no problem, as far as scheduling and as far as, certainly getting here is 20 minutes away, getting guests, because there's definitely a certain cachet when it comes to come to this studio and people see the studio space you're in. Yeah. That people want to be part of it because they're like, wow, look at this space. Look at this room.
I love this. This is my favorite room.
Yeah. And people like that. People dig the atmosphere. So that's also a draw when it comes to getting guests, whereas getting, again, more people, virtually or on Zoom or trying to get a location to do interviews. Yeah. Whereas no, I have a place. Can you come here?
Right.
It just makes the process a lot easier.
Super easy.
And at the same time allows you to be consistent in a way that you had been wanting to, but couldn't because of all the variables, like you said. And I just knew okay, let me let her know it's okay to leave. Yeah. So it's okay to have the conversation with this dude.
Yeah, and you definitely were not aggressive at all. It was literally a seed you planted. Because at that point, it wasn't, it was brought up before, but that seed, the way that we spoke about it, it planted that seed. And I'm like, damn, what would that look like? Yeah. The conversations you have with yourself when you're trying to make a transition.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
So it was, it definitely planted a seed. And then we just kept growing, and our group chat is amazing. And even though Mina was just added.
Yeah, you missed a lot, but it's okay.
I still say it's Marv's fault.
It's always.
It's always.
Marv starts all the group chats, so it's totally his fault.
It is his fault.
Yeah, she shows up on season 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're fine, though. You're fine, though.
You know how every show adds a kid? Mina's our kid.
See, I stopped, though. I don't take it.
Well, that's not an insult. She's the youngest person in the room.
No, how did I become everybody's mother?
You are definitely the mom of the group. I remember somebody had said, I think it was Osei, but only because Osei, I consider he looks like my son. So I remember at
Why is
Christmas.
that funny?
It just is. It just is. We're just gonna leave it there.
So at Christmas time, he gave me a gift, which I guess he said, to mom, and I was like, no, I'm not the mom. Even on our bio for Bravely Fit, I said to Marv, I was like, I don't identify as a grandma. Can you please take that out?
No, she's the ferociously independent auntie. That's who she is.
Okay.
I'll be
That's
your
you.
favorite auntie.
Okay.
Yes.
Big auntie energy.
Yeah. So
Yes.
if you want to make a
Awesome.
bad decision,
I'm the one saying no.
Yeah, you showed up
Don't
as the
tell
mother.
Mom.
That's not our
Wow.
fault.
Yeah.
You've been from moment one.
You leaned into
Man.
it. You leaned into it,
All
girl.
right, I'll take it.
So-
I remember.
But that's fine. You bring that to the group.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
totally.
Somebody has to. That's what you bring in.
I remember
Not
one
gonna be me.
time, Ash and I drove Ash to, where did we go that I drove?
The first time I was in your car
Yeah.
and I almost died.
This is what but it wasn't my fault.
First of all, I have severe anxiety in cars, okay?
It wasn't my
and
fault.
somebody cut her off and she braked so hard you heard the skirt.
Oh wow.
And she's holding me and I'm just like this.
Yeah, I did. You know,
Those flying
Mom
squirrels that are like this. Yeah. Hanging out
Wow,
and everything.
wow.
I was just like, oh my God. And when I'm quiet, it's a problem. I was quiet. She's like, Ash, we're good. I'm just like, mm-hmm. I was
my
so
fault.
quiet.
I
It
know.
was terrifying.
Oh my
she'll
goodness.
never
I
drive
almost
with
died.
me again.
No,
Yeah.
I have not got back in a car with Sully after
Yeah.
that. Just
That one time we went square together.
last time. I drive now.
Wait, so it was funny because she was driving one time. We were coming up the Parkway. I want to say we were coming from your
If it's
house.
Parkway, it was the show that I did with Chris.
But we were all in the car. And I remember
It was
you
the axe
saying
throwing.
it was the axe throwing?
Yeah, that's when everybody.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
We met
What did I
here,
say?
and we
Uh-oh.
went to.
Yeah, and then we went our separate ways. We
after-
carpooled.
No, we all. Yeah, we
Yeah,
went.
we
We went in
carpooled.
Mom's minivan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mom's minivan,
totally,
yeah.
totally, yeah.
Again, look, we
But
didn't come up
Ash
with
was
it.
like, she was road raging all the drivers
Oh,
that were
oh
like,
yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm like,
She
now,
was,
now I
but
remember
meanwhile,
that
she's
now.
driving 45 on the Parkway, so
Right.
there is that.
and I'm like,
Gotta balance it out.
but I'm those other drivers.
Yeah,
I'm 45 on the Parkway. I'm cursing people out.
That's, wow.
I mean, I will testify it was 45. Okay, under oath.
Give or take.
We're in the
my
Google and I are in the back seat. Like we could walk there and get there. We could walk to Belleville.
Everybody got there safely. Okay?
Yes,
We
we
did.
did.
And you had snacks
We
in
did.
the car.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did
We
have
did. We
snacks.
did. We did.
We kept some
Everybody
mom.
had
Yeah,
snacks.
there was Capri Sun and fruit snacks, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
In the back
Somebody left
seat.
their wrappers
Yo.
It wasn't me.
in the back seat.
Women.
It wasn't me.
Women.
No, it was it.
Women.
Yes, it was.
No way. I don't leave mess.
All the time.
I don't leave mess. I don't leave mess.
That's when we played the song.
Wrappers,
It
bottles
wasn't
of
me.
lotion, all kinds of stuff in the car.
God.
So that's the dynamic of our group. So
Yeah.
how we're
Yeah.
laughing right now, that's genuinely how we are always. I
100%.
love that.
Yeah.
So all right, your guys' turn. What's your first time on it?
Okay, well now, hang on. You're the host, though. You gotta.
You have to choose.
You gotta
Yeah.
choose because
Yeah.
we're gonna talk over each
Yeah,
other.
it's
Why
your.
don't we
It's
just go
your.
clockwise?
it's-
Counterclockwise.
All
Start
right,
on
we'll
one
do
side.
clockwise.
Okay,
We'll do
so
clockwise.
Okay.
Which way is clockwise?
Just pick somebody to start with, me or Mina.
Mina.
Okay.
Mina.
So wait, what was the question?
Wow.
What's your
Wait.
first memory
All right.
of me?
Pass. Ugo.
Listen, I feel like first time. I'm trying to think. The first time I met you, I think the first time I met you was Marv's birthday. It was Marv's birthday. I remember I couldn't stay that long because I had Darius.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was like, I still want to like stop by for like a little bit. So I remember I got there. I think I might have been there for maybe like a half hour, maybe less.
Quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Got there, took a shot, sang karaoke, mingled, did a whole Irish exit. Like, you know, but I showed face, and
Yeah.
I remember that's when I met you. You were sitting down, and you were like, you just showed up here with like mad energy. And then I felt bad like leaving, but I had to leave. I was like, I know that I'm gonna hang out with you guys and party with you guys another day, but like, I was like, at least I made my time worthwhile. That little,
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit.
You fit a lot
Yeah.
into a half hour.
Yeah.
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 Did a lot of work.
But I remember that was the first time I met you, and then I remember we were all in this room, and I had came late one time, and you were like podcasting. But whose show was that? No, it was Matthew. Matthew was no. I remember I had sat on the floor. I don't remember.
But we did that impromptu one with Matt.
But that was Marv's party. That was that
Marv's.
night. That was the night. That was the night we all. That was the night we all except
Yeah.
Ugo met.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, he was
You
in Italy.
missed that. That's a memory.
Yeah,
That's a
that
memory.
night was something else. Yeah, you were because you were gone by the time I got there, so you weren't there long at all. See, I met you like a couple days later.
I think
forget.
a couple
something
right
like that because we
after.
just missed each other, and then we ended up meeting up like the following week or something.
Yeah.
So I met you last, actually, of everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's like a blur. I don't know if it's like drinking, like a little bit. I was just like, but I feel like it
Little
was
bit.
always connected. Like every time there was an event, like we always connected,
Yeah.
always laughed, like always hung out. So that's what I remember. But I remember it was always good vibes, laughing. Definitely did not get mom vibes from you, but I felt like I got words of wisdom from you. Like, you know, like you would tell me like, oh, like now, like, oh, careful how you do this, you know, like kind of like that type of vibe. Like looking, like I would say like the big sister that you're not allowed to go in her room. That's the vibe I get. Like, you know,
So
like,
specific, I love it.
no,
I
but
love
like,
it.
like that, you know, like just, you know, like you're older, so I feel like you'll see the things I'm going through, and it's
Yes.
like, well, like move like this,
yeah,
you know,
I've been
or
there.
like just like advice like that. So I feel like
Thank
that
you.
was always like, yeah, like I always got those type of vibes, like you're looking out for me.
Yeah.
So I think it's always been good vibes, you know, for sure, for sure. Definitely taught me how to count calories. I never, yo, that's something about Mindminx, yo, how much is that peanut butter? That's 126. And if you get this, and this is 400 calories.
I
couldn't
definitely
believe
watch
that.
my protein intake because of her.
Yeah.
I like to just eat. She goes, what's the protein?
Yeah.
I guess I'll switch to chicken.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, I like to do like a ratio of 1 to 10. So like if it's 1 gram protein, it would be 10 calories. So like.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
It means, okay, so this is what it means. If you're eating
She barely
something,
remembers the first night she met you, and you wanted to do math.
so 200, if it's something is 200 calories, you would want it to be 20 grams of protein.
okay.
And a lot of stuff is never, so you'll be.
So
you'll
10%,
see-
Yeah.
basically.
So
you
you'll
want 10%
see like
of
7 grams of protein and 230 calories. No, don't even waste the calories on it.
right. That makes sense.
Protein food.
Like before I bought this drink, I looked at the calories.
I
That's one
started
thing I was
watching.
saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
so this Frappuccino is 236. This one's 120. I'm taking this one.
I'm like that with sugar. I'm like that with sugar though.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
as the
I
older,
should be
older,
like
the
that
older
with
I've
sugar.
gotten, yeah.
I
Yeah.
should be like
I'm
that
definitely
with
like that
sugar.
But just
sugar.
calories period with drinks, especially. I'm just like, I'm not drinking. It's very easy to drink.
Oh my God.
You know, get a bottle of soda, drink 300 calories. You're like, well, that's
Yeah.
10% of my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I do diet.
How
Yeah.
many calories is tequila?
Oh, I don't know.
Not enough.
Like a
no,
shot.
I'm kidding. It's not that. It's not that many
curious.
because it's clear. Because
I want
clear.
to say like 7
You could probably look that up
It's
though.
not much. Yeah, don't you have an app for that?
Yeah.
Come on.
tequila
You're
is
calories.
oh, I'm sorry. We're live.
Yeah.
I like drinking. So that's the thing. I don't like mixed drinks. Like I'll have it, but I like taking the shot or drinking the drink straight.
Love it. Me too.
That's hardcore.
My coaches didn't hear me say that. I don't know that.
No, poor connection. It dropped out.
Poor connect.
That's okay. We saw that. I don't know. Steve, take that out in post. Thanks.
So you're like well, Ash was actually the first person I ever let inside my house, but you're the second person that's actually spent time, and I even cooked dinner for you.
Yo, facts.
Aw.
I was dying. Shout out to Ashley. She came and made me. Nah, for real, I was dying, yo. I was so scared. I thought I was like genuinely dying. I was just in my bed. Thank God my son wasn't home. And I didn't know what to do. I was just like, yo, Ash would know what to do. Like, you know.
Yeah,
so
see, Ash's mom.
Ash's mom.
I called her. I don't even know what I said to you.
You just said you're sick. Help me.
I was
And
just
like,
like, oh, like no, dead ass,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
and I
wow.
never asked for help, like
Yeah.
ever. I will never ask for
I remember,
help.
like, what are your symptoms? How are you feeling? And I went
Yeah.
straight to
Totally.
CVS. Then I went to a
See?
few stores.
Yeah.
Went
See,
to
that's-
Wawa. I went to like 4 different
Yo,
stores. I'm
facts.
like, give me an hour.
Yo, facts.
And literally an hour later, I'm at her doorstep. She goes, just leave it there. I'm like, no, I'm coming
Yo, she
upstairs.
came up
Yeah,
to my
just gotta
house.
put
Coming upstairs.
Put a hot towel on your
I
head.
look like a
Change
hot.
your sheets.
Listen,
Sponge bath.
I know I look like a hot mess. I
Oh,
look
wow.
crazy. And she came upstairs with like these duffel bags of like crackers. Yo,
Thanks.
like crackers, soup, a 6-pack of Gatorade.
Oh my God.
Like the whole like yo sick sick pack, like
Yeah,
sick pack,
it's,
like
like a kit.
yo, that shit
was
was
a character
wild.
kit.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I ate everything out of everything because I wasn't able to eat. Like,
Right.
and I love to eat, and I love spicy food. So it's like,
What?
Oh my God! Like, yo, I was there eating some whack ass applesauce, fucking like
Whack-ass.
crackers. I was trying to get creative. I was like, let me put a little peanut butter. Like, I was like, yo, because that's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ash definitely helped me out in that one. And then I went to Sally's house.
Yeah.
And Sally's house was the first house I had my first meal when I got really sick.
Yeah.
And I was like scared. She was like, I'm making it healthy. I was like, all right, I'm going to try it.
And you had second portion of the pasta.
I did. I was so hungry because I haven't eaten like
It was like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
Right.
facts. I had like rabbit food for like 5
Yeah.
days.
Did you like
That's all I got her. I'm
Is it like
sorry.
a flu or something?
I have
Like,
no
you have no
idea.
idea.
It
You're
sounded
just,
like it.
It was
but
like a
It
stomach bug.
sounded like some
Really?
type of virus. man.
yeah,
That's-
yeah.
shit
Let's
was
knock you
wild.
out for a
Yeah,
couple of
I
days.
thought I was gonna die. I was just like, nah, this shit is not the wave. This shit is whack. Whoever gave this to me, like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna curse on your show.
It's
Well,
the,
we're allowed to. We're allowed to.
fuck
I'm
yeah.
just so used to, but I'm so used to not being able to.
Oh, so this is Mindminx Show
we have to
2.0.
get back. Yeah, we got to get back into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yo,
the
fact, if
this is the I'm
anything
grown
happens
Mindminx
to
Show.
y'all, like, y'all should call Ashley.
Yeah, I know
Well,
that
I'm
now.
just saying.
I don't
I
get
know
sick
that
often,
now.
but now that
Yo,
I got,
for
like,
real.
now it's just 10
No.
minutes away from
She'll
me.
come with like the sick pack, like
Yeah.
yo,
Seriously.
like for real.
Like,
real.
I'm not getting my insurance nurse helpline. I'm just going to be like, Ash, help.
Right, you should
I'm
you
sick.
should get the insurance payment for that.
I'll give you $20.
Telemed.
I'll give you a copay. Plus reimburse for the food. Like, I'm not listen, I'm not a child.
He said
I'll pay my
copay.
way. I'm just
I'm
just saying, now that I know there's a nurse on call, sold.
Yo, facts.
All right, Ugo, what's your first memory of me?
Oh man, it was definitely had to have been a group outing. Because again, I wasn't at this impromptu podcaster thing.
Yeah.
I want to say, but it was just in passing, because it's all of us are out, and I didn't really know you like that. I want to say the first time we like talked in depth was we went to that pizza spot, and we had like the Detroit style pizza or whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
That was
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of
yeah.
the dinners that we
Yeah,
had.
How's a
there's one-
Detroit style pizza?
So it's like
It's casserole,
deep dish.
basically.
yeah, it's like square.
not
It's
pizza.
square.
I
It's
don't
square.
remember
It's
this.
casserole.
The one when you had like, you thought it was
It's
cauliflower
like, remember
pizza, but
Elio's?
they just put it on
Yeah,
top.
Yeah, so
of
like
it.
a thick version of Elio's.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
weren't.
Montclair.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
No, it was. Okay, go ahead.
No, it was Montclair.
was
It
it?
was Bloomfield.
It was one of those.
I know. I don't
like
want to call
right
out the place because we
there.
weren't crazy about it.
It was
Yeah, we
Bloomfield.
weren't.
It was,
It was
Bloomfield. It was
It was
Bloomfield.
like borderline.
Yeah, we weren't crazy about it. We were all like, that was.
That's why we're not gonna
okay.
say the name
No,
of
no,
it.
no. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, no, it
Right.
definitely wasn't Montclair.
And
I know the
and-
Alicia
place.
had like 3 shrimps.
Yeah, I know. Like
And,
$14.
So Marv had us like long table. He said he wanted to do the Bravely Network and stuff, and then we we were out for a bit, and then we came back here. And we had a long audio podcast that'll never see the light of day. It's still,
Oh,
it's
don't
still,
say
it's
that.
still in my Dropbox.
Oh no, I have
It's
it.
in my live.
Yes,
Is it really?
Yeah.
I
You
still
were
have
live
it.
that night?
Yeah.
Wow.
we
No,
gotta-
I have
we
it.
gotta go
That's
back and watch it.
Yeah.
I had my phone
I listened to it
off
the other day.
by
I
the,
definitely
the
did.
windows.
didn't.
Yeah, it was something to behold. But I think,
God.
but no, I mean, what was cool about that is you just seemed like one of the crew, and I don't think there was like individual one-on-one time or anything like that, but it was just like you're really easy to be around. It's no pressure. It's like I don't get vibes that like you're overly trying to fit in or trying to like insert yourself and be in the group. It's just a natural flow to it, and I'm around people all the time when they're like forcing it. I know we can all attest to that.
Yeah.
We
Totally.
know people that are just like, let me tell a joke here, or just you know what I mean? It's just like,
Let me bring you in so I can tell you about me.
yeah, right.
Oh, you mean like today?
Well, today's an exception.
Today's
though.
an exception is a
That's
show.
not your, yeah, that's
It's
not your
different.
MO.
No,
like, we're
no.
doing this for an hour, but that's it. Like,
Yes.
it's never gonna happen again.
Never
This
again.
is
We're never
for
gonna kiss your ass for an hour
This
again.
is for play, as Cat Williams would say. So, but no, like it was just you just were really chill and easy to be around and talk
you.
to. And every time we shot pool or whatnot, like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
I know,
favorite.
we're overdue for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
We gotta do
are.
that.
100%. So that was
We all
my
live there.
that was my thing. And then I remember you got me for Secret Santa, and I didn't know. I wasn't even gonna show up because I had worked that day
Right.
and the day before. But I think it was on your live.
Yeah.
I think it was on your live. I saw your
Of course it was
live.
my life.
I saw your live. Everyone's just, it's an episode of Cheers. Everyone's there just vibing. And I'm just like, oh, damn, I gotta go. I'm half asleep, but I gotta go.
See?
I know. Well,
100%.
but he had to see my outfit in person was the real reason.
Well, I had to see that
Yeah,
Cheers,
it was because
man.
of your live.
That shit was crazy.
It was because of your live, but he
That
was
shit
like,
was crazy.
he's like, I need to behold this because this is never going to happen again. Speaking of things that are never going to happen again, like I need to see this in person.
So I just remember.
Yo, you weren't Chris, you were CeeLo.
No, you
like,
weren't.
you were not Chris that day.
Chris
you were like
Santana.
Chris Breezy.
No, it's
like,
Chris-
yo, I don't know who that
It
was.
was DJ CJ.
No,
That's
you
what
were
it was.
You were
Right.
CJ.
You were
Yeah,
Chris
right.
Santana
CJ.
from the Dipset, like Jewels and Chris
was
combined.
so wild.
So I remember running to. I tried to go to Walgreens. They were closed, believe it or not, the one by my house. So then I went to CVS to get Ash's gift because I know she loves Starbucks.
Wow. That same day?
Yes,
You
yeah.
hear this?
Yeah.
The same day.
Walgreens was
like
closed.
5 minutes before.
The mall was
Yes.
closed. The gas station was closed. I ended up going to CVS.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Again, I was on tour. I had no time to do anything. But I'm just like, shit.
Yeah, we only had 2 weeks notice.
You're right. Give or take. Give or take.
I
only on
meticulously
Amazon.
wrapped Marvin's gift and I put candy canes on the sides.
Be awesome.
Nobody
There's
saw my
like-
baby wrapping.
There's levels to
Like a
this.
tube of generic CK1 and like a spray bottle. It's like, I got you this.
Well,
It'd be
she
hilarious.
loved the Starbucks cards.
Yeah, I
for
used it
that's
within 2
fan-
days.
Dude, that's very well
Exactly.
spent.
So
There's nothing wrong with it. But
yeah. But then I remember you giving me my gift, and I was just like, I I did not think anybody was gonna get this microphone. I just put it. It was like my second or third option. I was like, sweet. I was like, she's awesome for that.
Well,
So,
you're welcome,
thank you.
but I can't take all the credit because it was the only thing that would have come in time.
oh, okay.
So,
oh, see, you know what? You just dropped from here to here.
well, because I have to be
It's
honest
like
about
2-day
it.
shipping.
Like,
Hey,
you know,
Easier
no,
to get you
yeah.
that.
Next day shipping. Like I am
100%.
okay.
Wow.
So this
Oh,
is
you
how
waited
much.
the last minute too.
Yes. So, but
Wow.
but not that last. Well,
Nobody's prepared.
Life.
I thought we
It's
were
called-
family.
It's
Bunch
called
of deadbeats.
It's called life. It's called
I'm
life.
so busy, I can't look out for you guys.
It's called adulting.
it's called.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not looking at our phone screens 1,200 times a day or anything. We just order something real quick. No,
Well, so
absolutely
I
not.
did.
Just saying. Just saying.
That's exactly what I did
Yeah, the day before.
the day before.
That's neat, though.
Wait, no, you want to know how much of a non-mom I am? I think I found a gift bag that we had from like a couple Christmases ago and took off the tag that had so much name.
Happy
I've
Sweet
done
16.
that. I've done that. I've done that.
It was Christmas. No, it was appropriate. It was Christmas, but you know.
I've done that. You're not alone there.
Mazel tov, it's a girl. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. You're the best grandson I could ever hope for. Okay, sweet. All right, this is happening. Awesome.
There you go. All right, Ash.
Oh, we covered so many already. Okay, so speaking of pool, it sparked up a memory where we just randomly went to shoot pool, and so he's like, "Here, use my pool stick."
Oh man, there's another setup.
Had her own tools
Let
and
me just.
resources.
I do not like touching other people's things because I don't want to be responsible if something happens. And she's
Yeah.
like, "No, it's fine." Here, so I'm like, "Okay,
Mom energy.
beautiful." I broke it.
You should know.
I broke it. I broke the pool stick.
Yo, how you break
And she
it?
had it for like 30 years.
Oh wow.
And I broke the pool stick. All
terrible.
right, 30 years, I broke
Did
the
you like
fucking
break
pool
it over,
stick.
like snap it over your leg?
No,
Like, how do you do
I went
that?
to go shoot, and you know how you just kind of miss, and the top part just
the
popped
tip.
off, and I'm like, and I'm just like, my mouth is open, I'm staring at her, and she's like, "It's fine." I'm like,
It was fine.
after she
Wow.
just
the
finished
tip.
saying that it's like 15 to 30 years old. Right?
Wow.
Is it 30 or 15?
I
It's
got
30
it
years
when
old.
I got it my freshman year of college. So yeah, it was like 30
Wow.
years old. But that's why
And
like,
I broke
don't
it.
be-
Wow,
But,
you manifested your worst fear.
I broke it.
Yeah.
But
totally.
here's what I told her: don't be upset. I was like, yes, it's 30 years old. Of course, the tip was eventually gonna break off. It was 30
Yeah.
years
But it was
old.
me. The one who does not like touching other people's things. I broke her pool stick.
It was an easy fix, and they fixed it right
Yeah, they
there.
did.
Yeah, there you go.
And we made a connection.
And we made a connection.
Yeah.
No harm,
Yes,
no,
we did. We
Yeah,
made
we-
friends with the owner of the pool.
Yeah.
no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm so traumatized. Obviously. But I
Obviously.
broke her pool stick.
And we're never gonna let you forget that.
No.
So you broke her property and you're traumatized?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't drive people's cars.
Guilt.
I don't touch their things. And I even tell my kids, like, don't touch other people's stuff because if you break it, I have to pay for it.
That's
So
true. Okay.
I guess mom energy.
Yeah,
Super
that's
mom
total
energy.
It's gotta be my energy.
Yeah, I
It's
broke
gotta
the
be.
pool stick. That's one of the that stood out, besides almost dying in her car. And then
Well, that was later.
My fault.
Yo, she did that on purpose. She's like, you broke my pool sink.
You're gonna have a whole show like a suction cup Garfield.
that's two traumatizing events for Sally.
That was her get back.
What's
That was
gonna
her
be
get
the
back. That's crazy.
I love it.
Wow.
Man, can you imagine putting 2 and 2 together?
We just did though.
Yes.
That's funny.
No,
It's on
don't put
film.
ideas. Don't put ideas.
Oh my god.
I love it.
This is some origin story.
And then it's an amazing origin story.
It really is.
So let's talk to you, Mr.
Talk to me.
Obalo.
Yes. So it was at Marv's birthday party, February 2023. And I walked in, and you and Ash were seated together. So I met you both at the same time.
Yeah.
And Marv introduces me. That's I love him for it, but it's the problem. He's just like, legendary podcaster, Chris Obalo. You know, he's introducing me to everybody. I'm like, so then you started asking me a lot of questions. And how long have you been doing it? Oh, I've been doing a show for this long. You know, you're telling me your story. I was telling you a bit of mine. And we spent most of the night talking. And at a point, you... I'm trying to be nice because
giggle.
I'm trying to be
Right?
nice.
I'm like, what's
Yeah,
this
exactly.
starting?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the sound of the filter kicking in because she said I have to be nice. She had a lot to drink that night,
I
and
knew
at a
that's
point
where
she
this
started
is
doing karaoke. Doesn't remember a thing about it.
No.
Was doing karaoke, and just stopped talking to me. Was busy just singing karaoke for the rest of the night. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And that was fun. That was it Friday or Saturday? I think. I forget. 2 nights later, she calls me at like 2 a.m. Also loaded.
Oh wow.
Didn't even remember she called me because
did not know this
we were on the
part.
phone for this is at like 2 a.m. She calls. Well, we were like we were going back and forth like through Instagram, like we were DMing each other.
Let me
And
find
then
out.
She just calls me. And then she calls me,
Yo, this is
and we're on the
hilarious.
phone for like
I
an
want to
hour.
see these messages.
Yeah, exactly. Release the tax returns.
archive.
Bad.
Release the tax
Archive.
returns.
There's nothing bad.
Release the Cape Minx files.
Yeah.
Yo, he's nervous.
It's funny. I'm trying. See, normally if this was my show, I'd be just ripping her to
Yeah,
shreds, but I'm
where's
trying to be nice.
the camera?
I was-
Listen,
I was-
the
Yo.
Patreon is gonna be on fire. The group chat is gonna be on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, but after texting back and forth, she finally called me. She's like, my thumbs are tired. I don't want. Yeah, I know. Well, I remember it
The voice.
because it was even funnier.
It's the voice.
Well, 'cause she was sleepy and she was drunk. So it's like, my thumbs are tired. I just don't save anymore. Like, you're up. Someone's gonna call you.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
And I was like, it's what happened. Listen, this is. I'm not exaggerating for comedic effect. You don't remember it, so you have to take my word for it.
Yeah,
That's the only truth. There's no 3 sides to this story. There's only one truth that exists, and it's mine.
And it's Chris's.
Exactly. So here's the story. Here's how it really went. I swear.
hilarious.
No, we were on the phone for like an hour talking about all sorts of stuff. We were talking about relationships, and you had talked about like getting back into dating. Like you hadn't told me the thing about separating from your husband and all that, but we were talking about that stuff. So we did get into kind of some personal stuff, which was meaningful to me. Not nearly as meaningful to you because like 2 days later, when I referred back to something you told me about, you're like, how did you know that? I was like, you told me on the phone the other night. When did I call you? Because that's the thing. When she gets serious, she will be quiet.
whispers.
I
whisper.
She will lean forward. When did I call you?
Yo, dead.
I'm like, you called me the other night at like 2 a.m. I did. I don't remember that at all. She gets very, very serious and she gets quiet. Like she gets quieter the more shocked she is.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't remember calling you
I
at all."
don't remember.
And I think I sent you a screenshot or I was like, check your call history or something like that. And she was just like, I did call you for an hour. I'm like, that's what I said. But it was great.
I remember that. We were sitting at a table.
We were-
and
well,
we went to go.
We went to dinner. Oh, we went to Tommy's. That's right. We met up for dinner because what you ultimately wanted to talk to me about was you said, which was flattering. You kind of gone down, and I noticed this because I kept getting likes specifically on TikTok. Like you kind of went down a Cape rabbit hole. You were looking at clips from my show.
Yeah.
And I kept getting likes. So like I'm opening up TikTok and it's just like 18 likes. Wow, it's one person who likes 18 videos. I mean, which is still nice.
It's just mind.
But I mean, I appreciate it. I was like, oh, she's looking, but I'm thinking like, oh, something blew up overnight, and it was you just going down a rabbit hole, which is
my
fine.
bad. My bad.
No, not at all, because you wanted to meet up and talk about everything, and
Yeah.
you said to me, which was a huge compliment to me. You said you are doing the type of show I want to do, and I think you need more of a female perspective in your show. And she said, without knowing this was exactly way to phrase it to me. He said, I want to be Robin to your Howard. I'm like, all right, well, that's all you had to say. Like, if you want to and I said, because I was about to start doing the show again in April. I said, well, look, if you want to come on and co-host me, I was like, you and I'll do a one-on-one show to start, just for the sake of like giving you the space, like to feature you as a guest. And I said, and yeah, we'll go from there. And just because schedule-wise and whatnot, you were only on twice last year.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the beginning of you like literally leading us up to this show right now, where you were like trying to figure out what you were going to do next and how you were going to do it, because you want to do a show in person, in a studio setting.
Right.
You'd met all of us within a very short span of time. We're like, now I have this, which we do. There's real sibling energy between the
100%.
community.
100%.
So that's the fun part about doing this, is that
I feel like the young one.
I mean, you literally are.
Always the mother, so
Running wild.
You're the spicy one.
You
Spicy
are.
one.
Yeah, Junior Spice.
Junior
But
Junior Spice.
Junior Spice, Mom Spice,
But we've all
Auntie
sang,
Spice.
I'll take Auntie Spice.
Yeah.
Auntie.
What are we?
Spice.
I guess I'm Black Spice.
I mean, I was gonna say that.
That's-
That's why I asked you, because I can't say it.
you thought it.
I thought
And
it
F
really
you.
loudly, and you picked up on it. You heard it.
We got another podcaster from Bravery Family. That One Piece talk. And
Oh,
Larry's on.
Larry.
What up, Larry?
Love your dog.
He's asking if we're on YouTube. No, we are pre-recorded, darling. So live first, and then
Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That's the homie right there.
Link in the
Larry.
bio.
Homie right there.
Follow, like, and share.
That's right.
Hells yeah.
We've all sang karaoke together.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
What's your favorite karaoke song?
Oh, mine is easy. Mine is easy. I put it in every story. It's Cult of Personality by Living
Which we got
Color.
to see live.
Yes,
Yeah.
We've
yes.
done concerts
That's why we
Oh
together.
did
my
that.
God.
We've done dinner. Like, this has been an amazing ride in just a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think
Yeah.
it's just a year, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, Ugo and I were talking about that recently, because we were just saying, you know, we even though we met virtually before Christmas of 2022,
Yeah.
like we were just like, we've only been friends for like a year, but it feels like, it doesn't feel like that
Longer.
long, but it feels like way longer.
Longer, yeah.
Like that all this has come about.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
there's
We did a
been
lot in a year.
that's been totally, it's been a very concentrated year when it comes to
Yes.
time spent together, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for fun and for being part of each other's shows,
Yeah.
for doing different creative projects together. Like
That I love.
we've done a lot. It's been a very dense
Definitely.
year.
And I didn't know it was like that when I came here. When I came here, I thought it was just a podcast studio and,
Yeah.
you know, I just record and so forth. But
Yeah.
But
it's like,
it wasn't. I feel like it kind of is with us. And I'm not putting anybody down.
I think for some, it's different because it's like frame of reference. Like for some people, it very well might be that.
Right.
And for others that, you know, that have group chats, that hang out, that show up to help people when they're sick, like the whole nine, like, you dig,
Totally.
like, you know what I mean? It's different for others. Like, again, you guys have all been to my house. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just
You
like,
guys all been at my house.
Yeah.
Game night.
Yeah.
It's
Ex-
a family feel.
Yeah.
Soon you guys
it
will
is.
be in my house because we're gonna need to paint that shit. So,
Oh,
as long as you have pasta. As long as you have pasta.
well, we're getting our wrap it up comment. So I want to thank you guys for coming on. Well, it's episode 2, but welcoming me into the Bravery family and being a
100%.
part
Yeah.
of
Yes,
this.
true. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
I'm super excited. It's nice to be booking guests and having somewhere to say where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's the
because
good
now you can
part.
plan and now you can make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
big
So
facts.
thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, it's almost a brand new week, so go own it and mind your favorite minx and join us next time. Bye, everybody.